Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Folks lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. Out of the end zone. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bears! And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Casey. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On second down, he'll fire. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Rhodes.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in the double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On third down, going up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Man, that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down after that incompletion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Getting some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bears are marching down the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Baylor! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Garner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys up.
He's going to fire deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep.
He's got it down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and lining up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Quarterback checking off. To the air. It's Jennings. Gets it out fast. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Looking for room, it's Clark. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Casey. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys.
And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Escapes the sack. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of it.
And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Corner's going to give them room. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. This time he's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles...
He tries to take the top off. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They believe they can run right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Jennings trying to get to it. finds a man on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Oh, he wants it all. And it's caught inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
From the gun, looking for a man. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with the touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away.
14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Here comes the offense on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Jennings. They're trying to get to it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by team.
Reels it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Feeling some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make the play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Gets open down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Throws to the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
He's going up top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Getting some heat. Now adjusting. Grab near the marker. It's Casey. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The short hands, it's Rhodes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man, it's Clark. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes his connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got it! Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Touchdown, Arizona! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Alabama took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Mobile. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Going to try to get it himself. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Unloads it left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make a catch.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Bears are flying down the field. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off the play fake. He's got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking left. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his.
Touchdown, Bears! And that one will put them up here in the second half. On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Turns it loose. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Wildcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. The Bears have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the ground with the back. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Quarterback keeps it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Bears are in the hurry up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I think was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. It's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Well, this is the point of the game in the fourth quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
They're bringing heat. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Coming after it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He just terrorized his quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30, the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Getting set for the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on. He's out of bounds at the 14. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football. No.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he intercepts it. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try the run. Running with power. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Quick handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like